Yes. No. Lifetime. We're off topic, but whatever. Lifetime became a mini slasher channel. It did.
Hey guys, Barbara here, and I have Josh with me today. Say hi, Josh.
Hello, hello.
Well, I'm going to have Josh with me quite often now for this series that we're starting. This is going to be a series that's called Reaction, right?
I don't know if it's a reaction. We just kind of bring in the news. React to the news. What's going on in popular entertainment news or anything like that.
Well, we'll figure out the
it's the first one.
The first one.
We're on shaky legs right now.
So we have our Joshua has his iPad.
Before we're going, most of the time it'll be both of us. But if it's something like pertaining like video games or something, I don't know if you'd want to sit on.
Then it'll be just Josh.
It'll be solo, yeah.
All right, but this is me and Joshua's thing. All right. So first of all, welcome to the channel. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can know when we upload another video. We're going to be uploading very often here now.
Like it,
because we're finding our niche.
Yes, our niche. After we run the video, tell us what you think of the story, and maybe next video we'll address some of the questions or some of the comments. Mm-hmm. You know, a quick little, not a lot, just a quick little comment corner.
Can we do one in the future on words, like when people say niche versus niche?
Yes.
And what irritates us about it, stuff like that.
That'd
We'll pick
fun.
a lot of words though.
Yes, yes.
All right. So this story right now, it's called the Oscars. Well, I don't know what it's called. It's
go. Scroll.
Hold on, guys. And we're not going to be reading all the stories when we do them, especially if they're long.
This
one
one's
we're going
really
to read
short.
because it's short.
It's like 3 small paragraphs.
Oscars diversity rules, progress or patronizing. That's the question. All right. So it says the Oscars.
Hold on. Before we get into this, I know how I feel about award shows, but I want to know what you feel. You're an older generation. This is back when you guys didn't have internet and Hollywood was. I couldn't care less about Hollywood now.
That only the 1980s. Don't make Joshua feel like I'm so old.
No, that's why I said an older generation, and not say you're old.
I'm not offended.
Yeah, and mom's not like that. How do you feel about award? Growing up, was that like something you guys cared about even back then? Did you watch that?
I think we did, but keep in mind I was raised in Belize till I was 15, and they didn't have TV then.
Okay.
So when we came here to America, everything on TV was like gold for us. And then in the 1980s, my mom, your grandma, she loved knowing about these movie stars and stuff, right?
Okay.
Elizabeth Taylor, all
Grandma
these people.
always did get those rags from like the store and be like, what's going on with this celebrity?
And she knew all their life stories. She could tell you who, like, oh, you see him? He don't have any baby because he's, what's the word they say? Impotent.
Oh.
And the other said, oh, you know all this stuff, Ma. You don't know about these people. So I think because of that, we kind of, like me, I don't think my brother did, but we kind of enjoyed some of the awards show. I didn't watch it for fashion. I could care less about fashion. But I just liked seeing the stars when they were all dolled up and went up there to receive their awards. So I would have to say yes, I liked award shows back then when I was growing up.
And how do you feel now?
I couldn't care less.
Okay.
And I think it's because they have Twitter, they have Instagram, they have TikTok. These stars have everything that they're so touchable now.
Yes. They lose like their magic, their whimsy.
Mojo.
It's just like, oh, you're just like a terrible person like me too.
Yeah, especially when they start putting their political views and they vary from mine. I'm done.
A lot of celebrities I've stopped dealing with because of that.
John Schneider, I can't stand him anymore. I used to
sucks.
love him.
Yes.
I loved him. Now I can't stand him.
But for me, I think I watched a few times when I was younger. But now I don't care. It's just a bunch of rich people going, "Hey, rich person, you're awesome. Here's a statue. Rich guy, you know."
And what does the statue really give him anymore? Because remember when Monique won, finally, I think she won for Precious, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And it didn't get her no more bigger paychecks. They treated her bad.
They kept her down. Just her people in Hollywood around her. And wasn't the whole point of like why you wanted that award back in the day is because if you get that award, everybody's gonna be breaking down your door to put you in their movie, right?
Right, because that means you're worth something.
Nowadays, I don't think it matters because. Like this article, it's not about your talent anymore. It's about, I haven't read the article yet, but I feel like I know what it's about. It's not about your talent. It's about what checklist you can hit so that some random people feel gratified, and it's not about being a good movie anymore. That's, I don't know.
So let's read it. The Oscars will require films seeking to qualify for Best Picture to meet new diversity standards in order to be considered. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science announced Tuesday the new rules are aimed at increasing representation for underrepresented groups in the film industry.
You want to trade off?
No, I could continue.
Okay.
Starting in 2024, Best Picture nominees must feature women, people of color, LGBTQ plus, people with disabilities in prominent roles both in front and behind the camera. Oh, I didn't know that part.
Let's pause right there. Where are we behind the camera? Okay, I'll scroll up to like our line.
I know where it is.
Okay. What does it matter what your skin color is behind the camera? All I care is, can you do the job? I don't care if you're a man or woman. Can you move that camera? Can you get my shot? Can you follow my rules and get my picture right?
And you know what? To play devil's advocate on this story, Josh, because I feel the same way Joshua feels.
Yeah.
I know that they're trying to do this because they want everybody to be included, because a lot of people are always so excluded because of the systemic racism and whatever that's in the world today. So I understand that point of view. But then again, what if the movie doesn't call for a person with disability?
Yes. Yes.
You know? What if it doesn't call for a person of color?
Yeah.
You know,
what if we're watching a historical movie set in a Japanese Edo period? There was no black people. There was no you know what I mean? It's samurais and stuff. Like,
so that movie is just gonna be. You can make that movie all you want, but it's not gonna be considered. For an Oscar.
Which is what if you made the best samurai movie and you can't do it because of that?
And what is it when they're saying that LGBTQ people? Because I don't look at people as, are you straight? Are you gay? I look at people as people. So how is that person supposed to look?
Thank you. Thank you.
Right?
I've seen some big ripped dudes, and they're into other dudes, and you wouldn't. And he's out there hunting and stuff. I forgot what show it was. Murray, I think. Where you bring up this manly man. He hunts. He's ripped.
So he doesn't look gay.
Yes.
If gay has a look.
But he's in the
man.
what I mean?
I think I'm slightly offended at that.
Yeah, me too.
Especially being that I have a lot of LGBTQ people in my life, and they look as, I don't want to say normal.
No, that's not the word.
Because they're not abnormal. They look like me. They look like you.
They look like a person. I'm not going to mention names because it's our first time and I'm not trying to get attacked yet. But these people, you know who I'm talking about? These people, they're some of the most hypocritical people I've ever met, because they judge you on what you're born with downstairs, what your color is, and not on you. When I find someone, I don't go, oh, this is a man, this is a woman. Is this person cool? Are they a jerk? Are they able to enrich my life and make me a better person, or are they just going to keep dragging me down and make things worse? Because we've ran into people who are like, you're amazing and we're great, we're buddies, we shoot the S word, we can't cuss. And we've met people where it's like, oh man, I'm so like, people who drain you when you just hang out with them. I call them
energy vampires.
Yes. It doesn't matter. I don't care what you are. I care about what you do, your actions, I care about you. I don't care about what you look like. You know what I mean? Unless I'm trying to date you, then I care.
Well, like even with this thing, like we're going to go off topic for a quick second.
Go for it.
The thing with Facebook, how they hit me up and say, fill out for this grant for black creators.
Yes.
So does that mean that other creators that are not black, and I'm not even talking white creators, because I'm sure they set some money aside for them.
Just other
creators. Talking other, like native.
What if you're Asian?
And, are they not going to get any? Does everybody else that's not white qualify as black?
Yeah.
For this Facebook money, and I hope I get some of the money. Don't get it twisted. I hope I get some of the money.
She made me, so I'm next to her. So
I can't pass for white.
Yeah.
You know, I consider myself a light-skinned black person, but to tell the truth, I look more Hispanic. It's
like South Africa. South Africa, they're not all dark-skinned. There's some very, very, like, if you heard the band Dancewood, Yolandi's South African and she is not dark-skinned, you know what I mean?
How is Facebook going to know that I'm a black creator? They're going to have to go look at my videos and see you guys?
Yeah. I mean, you could put me right front. You could just, hey, I'm her son.
I don't know how I feel. Although I want the Facebook money, I don't know how I feel about this, guys. So let's get back. The Academy created 4 representation categories that will gauge. I was going to say gouge. Gauge the level of diversity in a film's cast, its production crew, its marketing team, and the opportunities it provides for young filmmakers. To qualify, a movie must satisfy 2 of the 4 categories. The Oscars have faced intense criticism in recent years for the lack of diversity. See, that's why they're trying to do it, among nominees and winners of major awards, which spawned an Oscar So White hashtag. These new rules are part of an ongoing effort, which also include adding more non-white members to the Academy. Well, they could do that. They could always put more to the Academy. To combat that perception, they were inspired by diversity standards used by the British Film Institute to help decide which projects receive funding and determine eligibility for certain categories at the BAFTA Awards, BAFTA Awards.
Well, the story might be longer.
Okay, we're gonna stop right there.
Okay.
So what is our summary of this thing? I understand why they're trying to do it, but I think they're going wrong about it.
Absolutely.
Is that it?
I would absolutely agree with that. I'm at the point where if I hire someone, it's just, are you skilled enough? And when it comes to the movies, I don't care about that. I care, is the movie good? Like, my favorite movie in the world is John Carpenter's The Thing. That's like, I think it's 4 or 5 guys in Antarctica in the middle of a snow base, and they're fighting like a horrible alien that can shapeshift into them, and it's paranoia. I love those type of movies where you're trapped, you gotta figure it out. It's a bottle movie. I love that. And so that movie wouldn't be allowed to be nominated because it's like 4 or 5 white guys in a cabin, and I didn't care about their color. I cared about how are these dudes gonna get away from the alien, and is the alien gonna escape? You know,
But if you notice, Joshua, do you notice?
there was a black guy, and he was great.
Did he die?
But they all died. No, they all died.
Spoiler alert.
No, it's an old movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's an amazing. It's my favorite movie, my favorite horror movie. But there's one black guy. I think it was Keith Urban. Don't quote me on that. But he had a good voice.
Keith Urban is not. Isn't he a singer?
I don't know. But it was great. So nobody makes it. Him and the main dude are like at the end, like their base is gone, so they have no shelter from the cold. And so they're both huddled around a little bit of fire, and it's gonna go out. When it goes out, they're gonna freeze to death, and the movie just ends there. So
Lord.
So they don't make. There's a video game where one of them got away. I don't know. I didn't play the game fully, but you never know. But
have you ever noticed with Oscar-nominated movies though? They're always stupid movies that me and you don't watch.
I never watched out. If
they have a French title, an Italian title, and
it's always just like artsy fartsy, and I don't like artsy. I love horror, and horror's never gonna. Wait, that movie Parasite one was Parasite would be like a thriller drama thing, right? Where it's like that family taking over that rich family's house. I don't think that's horror.
Okay.
So, yeah, but
that's more suspense.
Yes, there you go, suspense drama. Horror's never gonna win.
Right.
You know, it's not.
And horror is so much fun. So coming back to like putting different people in movies, right?
It might have won. Someone's gonna be like, this one. I'm like, I don't keep up. I don't care.
On Lifetime Element, that's what I can go back to.
Hey,
they diversify.
They do.
They do diversify.
But say what you. Their movies are low budget and they're not great, but they know how to rope.
But they have all types in. They have disabled. They have LGBTQ. They have all types in their movies.
But not all in one movie.
No, not all in one movie. But listen to this. If you're a person of color, you gonna die. This 99% time you're gonna die.
Lifetime. We're off topic, but whatever. Lifetime became a mini slasher channel. It did. It's like it's empowering women and all that, but it's a horror movie. Everybody's Jason.
There's always the killer. The minute Joel sit down, who's the killer?
Exactly.
Is she the killer? And they typecast the killer. They have thin upper lips. They have beady eyes, meaning their eyes are set close together and small. They don't have the big beautiful open blue eyes. They're not the killers.
No, it's Disney rules. You got big, pretty eyes, you're the good guy. If you got squinty, small eyes, you're the bad guy.
And I'll give you a joke so we can wrap this one up because we want to keep these right around 10 minutes.
So I'm looking through the rest of the article. There's nothing we got to hit. It's just their opinion on what they popped up. So I think we're good.
Okay.
So
a quick joke to end the thing. I was watching a Lifetime because that's all I watch is Element, and they had this thing where some women got kidnapped by the killer. And then they, like, four of them escaped at the end. You know, they're hugging. You know how they always have to hug at the end.
Oh my God. Hold on. We're going off tangent again. One more on tangent. Why is it every time in these Lifetime movies, these people got to hug? So they hit the bad guy with, like,
one tap.
not even hard. And he's like, oh, I'm knocked out. Let me turn my back to you and hug you. When the bad guy is right there with it. Every
You know what?
time.
We'll have to do like 2 or 3 segments on Lifetime.
Lifetime, we could do a whole bloody trilogy on Lifetime movies. Jeez.
Although I would want to get asked to act in a Lifetime movie because you get 3 movies.
Yes.
Automatically. 3.
I'd have a rule in every one of my contracts. I have to not be alive at the end of the movie.
1 you're good, 2 you're bad.
Yes.
Or in 2 of them you're bad and 1 you're
good.
I said it just to reverse. I'm stupid. 2 you're good, 1 you're bad.
Either way, you have to be a bad guy and a good guy at least once when in your Lifetime movie contract. You know.
Yeah.
And that's confusing too. It's like, wasn't he the bad guy? No. This one's a different one. He's the good guy.
So the joke with the 4 girls that got away, I wasn't watching. Joe was watching, and I kind of looked up from here. Somebody was doing something, and I go, what is a black one doing in your kidnap? Black people don't get kidnapped like that. It's
Right,
usually white people, right?
right.
And so Joe's like, the thing is, I don't know how she's alive. Because the movie had ended, I was like, oh my God, we're horrible people. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this one. I don't know what we're going to call this. It's not really a reaction. It's a discussion.
Well, yeah, react and disgust.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to call it reaction. So because this channel...
I would react and then the symbol for and, react and disgust.
Okay, discuss. Because at this channel, I started Bare Pantry Talk to do reviews. My reviews do well here, even though they're 50 years old. They get a lot of views and I make some money out of them.
Oh, we got another one coming up. Air fryer versus air fryer.
Yeah, we have 2 different air fryers to try. And then I started to put vlogs here for 2 years, and then I went back to DIYs, and then...
We couldn't figure it out.
I don't know what to do here, but I love this channel. I love that you guys stay faithful. I hit 10,000, you know, so I'm like, we have to come back with some type of format, some type of series, and I love this idea. Joshua came to me last night with this idea, and I couldn't sleep all night because I was so excited. So I hope you guys like what we produced here today. If you do, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, share it for us. Comment below, okay? I'm not gonna put these at Facebook right now.
No,
just at this YouTube channel.
I was also thinking we could like react to movie trailers and stuff like that too. Just don't show the trailer. Just
okay. We low budget, so we can't show stuff because we don't want to pay for copyright.
We don't have
stuff.
an army of lawyers yet.
Yeah. And eventually, if this takes off, we're gonna build a studio.
Yeah, so we can do
outside in the backyard, so we can do it a lot easier. Because right now Joe's waiting to cook, so we can do this. Thanks for watching, guys.
Hey, I hope you guys like it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. And what did you think about this article? How do you feel? Do you want to judge someone on what they look like, or what their talent and what their skill is, and can they complete the task that you need them to complete? Because if I'm hiring an artist, I don't care what you look like. I care that you can draw, paint, and shade. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't care.
Even when we had our shop and people came to the shop to work, we would hire them based on their skill level and not if they're women or men.
Yes.
Or if they're
Can
Latina, if they're Belizean, if they're black, if they're white. Can you get the job done?
Exactly.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, guys, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.